Previously on the road, we continued our journey south along Morocco's Atlantic edge, driving through vast desert landscapes and into the territory of Western Sahara. Along the way, we encountered stories etched into the land, from shipwrecks and legends to monuments marking defining moments in Moroccan history. The road eventually led us to Dakhla, where desert meets ocean, tradition meets ambition, and a once remote outpost is rapidly transforming into an up-and-coming destination. Here in Dakhla, the wind never seems to rest, and that's exactly what has made this place the kitesurfing capital of Morocco. With its vast lagoon, steady trade winds, and endless open space, Dakhla has become a magnet for riders from around the world. We're joined over here in Dakhla with my friend Ajib, who's a kitesurfer instructor. Tell me a little bit more about that world that I personally don't understand.
So here, Dakhla is the capital of Morocco, of kitesurfing in Morocco, because we have a beautiful lagoon, perfect conditions, a safe place to ride in for all levels, beginners, independent, everyone. So that is it. They feel good, they feel free, they feel that there is good things to do, like, the vibe of surfing, kite surfing. It's give a good feeling to people who love the sports or who they love Dakhla also. So that is it.
When is the best month to come for kite surfing?
So here in Dakhla, all the months it's good for kiting, except, the winter, like January, December, last month. Sometimes there is no wind because, winter, there is no winter too, it's not raining, but the condition is a little bit crazy. In the summer, we can say that all the year we have condition, all the year we have clients from many places. So I can tell you from February until December. This is
I've
it.
noticed behind,
Yeah.
are these houses, condos? What's behind me over here, which is absolutely beautiful?
All of this is rooms of the hotel, because as you see here, this is the school of kitesurfing from Dakhla Evasion.
So this is an actual hotel?
Yeah, this is a hotel. We have restaurant, we have reception, everything just for our client enjoying. So this is rooms, yeah, like a hotel.
It is paradise. I think it's a beautiful spot, and I'm loving this place minute by minute. Tell me why Dakhla is so beautiful.
They love what he see, because he love what he see. If I go to other place with, cars, many things, cities, maybe I will not love it, because it's not my vibe of life. My vibe of life is this: water, windsurfing, kite surfing, wind, wingfoil, every day.
This view.
Yeah, this nature,
Paradise.
Paradise. That is it.
I've noticed something about Dakhla which has impressed me and surprised me, is that down the coastline, they're building up a lot. Hotels, luxury villas. It's becoming a hotspot over here in the whole of Morocco.
But now it's going more and more famous every year, every time, It's more impressive of people because they see this beauty of Dakhla. That is it. Because we have people that they come from many countries, many places, Americans, Europeans, Moroccans also, they love this from the beginning. So many people, Germanian, Spanish, Italian, French.
Indian?
Yeah,
No,
Indian
just
a
me.
little bit.
Just me.
Yeah, just you.
Just the first one.
Okay, you're gonna be the first.
Always. Well, thank you very much, Ajim.
Our pleasure.
I'm going to be seeing him in a year's time. He's promised me a free lesson. And I'm just going to be chilling after that. Yeah?
Welcome every time, brother.
Thank you very much. The story of Dakhla is shaped by the sea, the desert and history. Founded in 1884 as Villa Cisneros, Dakhla was once a Spanish colonial outpost, strategically positioned on a narrow peninsula along the Atlantic. For decades, Spanish influence defined the town's architecture and daily life, leaving the cultural imprint that still lingers today. That presence is most clearly felt in the Church of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, also known as La Iglesia de Nuestra Señora del Carmen, established in 1946 and is the patron saint of sailors. The church is a powerful reminder of Dakhla's Spanish past. It served the spiritual needs of Spanish settlers, soldiers, and fishermen who lived and worked along the remote Atlantic outpost. Modest in size but rich in symbolism, the church reflects a practical, understated style of Spanish colonial architecture. What makes the Iglesia de Nuestra Señora del Carmen remarkable is not just its history, but its continuity. Decades after the end of the Spanish rule, the church remains active today, serving a small but diverse Catholic community made up of locals, expats, and visitors. Carmen is maintained by a small group of priests who rotate responsibilities, ensuring the church remains open and active despite its remote location. Their work extends beyond Dakhla. Alongside this church, they also serve the Cathedral of St. Francis of Assisi in Lejeune. Together, these two buildings represent the only Christian churches in the whole of Moroccan Western Sahara. Regular services are still held, quietly maintaining a tradition that has outlived borders and political change. In a place where desert meets ocean and past meets future, the church stands as a living link to Dakhla's layered history and a reminder that some stories don't end, they simply adapt. With Dakhla marking our final stop in Morocco, we decide to slow things down and head into the souks. It's a last chance to wander, to browse, and take a small piece of the journey with us. But for this time, we're on a mission, shopping for the traditional djellabas. Before the borders, before the desert, and before the road grows tougher, this feels like a moment of pause. A simple pleasure, one last wonder, one last bargain, one last taste of Morocco before the next chapter begins. Through my journey in Morocco, I've been fascinated by the Moroccan traditional attire, the djellaba. Finally, over here in Dakhla, I found the place, the gem of the place, which has a whole selection of men's djellaba. You know what I'm going to do next, right? Let's try them on, so let's go. Well, this is my first choice. I love the mixture of the two colors. It's got like an aqua blue, and I love this embroidery, like a nice teal color. What's nice about it is this, it's got a nice zipper to it, and the material is amazing. Just maybe slightly a bit longer, but hey, no problem. Can go to a seamstress, and I'm sure it's gonna fit perfect. What do you think? This is not only the first choice, there's 3 more to pick on. So let me know which one you like. All right, guys? This is my second choice. I personally like this one. I love the details over here and the details over here that you've got right at the front. And there's also 3/4, so I can actually move around, so it's much easier for me. What do you think? First, second, or shall I go for the third one? Let's see. It's my third and final choice. If it's up to me, I think it's gonna be this one. Love the light blue color, the darkness contrasting, and the design that goes right at the front. And on top of that, it's perfect for the length. So, I think this will be this one. What do you guys think? So he is. He's getting the last accessory for the top I like. And this is the way they do the top bit, which I think is a bit of a mixture of a turban. And they're actually gonna actually going to feel really cool with this because nobody can see who I am finally. Just see my beautiful eyes. And I can actually breathe. Ça va?
Yeah.
Ça te va bien?
Oui.
Oui?
C'est bien, oui.
Merci. This is the finishing touch. I think I look amazing. A bit suspicious now, and I can go incognito and nobody know who I am finally. And as you see, it's not only a fashion statement. I mean, this is to be incognito definitely, but at the same time, if I go to the desert on a camel ride, you know, I won't get any dust on my face. It'll be covered completely, and I can also breathe better, but still look very elegant. And it's also great if I'm not haven't shaved for ages, I can cover all that I have to. And it's a perfect match for me. We're leaving Dakhla and we're going towards the Mauritania border. Our next stop is Nouadhibou, 389 kilometers to go. It's the second largest city in Mauritania. Then we'll be heading to the capital city of Mauritania, Nouakchott, which is 904 kilometers. And after that, we'll be heading to Dakar, the capital city of Senegal. It's 1,430 kilometers. Still a long trek to go, but you know what? It's been a great adventure and so much more to see. And what I'm really proud of is Susie over here hasn't let us down. She's been brilliant. The road calls once more as we set off to regroup with the other teams at Hotel Barbas. It's a long drive ahead, 5 hours open road, desert stretching to the horizon, and time to reflect as the kilometers roll by. The border looms closer now, and with it, the next great challenge of the journey. For now, there's nothing to do but drive and answer the call of the road. Along the way, we cross an invisible yet legendary boundary, the Tropic of Cancer. We have reached the Tropic of Cancer. It has the same latitude as Havana and Hawaii. The Tropic of Cancer travels across 15 countries. From this point on, we'll be entering the tropical zone. Marked at 23.5 degrees north of the equator, the Tropic of Cancer represents the northernmost point on Earth where the sun can appear directly overhead at noon during the summer solstice. It's one of the 5 major circles of latitude that define our planet's relationship with the sun. And a quiet reminder that we're moving into a different climatic world. There's no wall, no gate, just a sign by the road and the vast Sahara stretching in all directions. Yet crossing it feels significant. From here on, the heat intensifies, the land grows harsher, and the journey feels unmistakably deeper into Africa. We finally arrive at Hotel Barbas and regroup with the other teams. It's a welcome pause in the journey, a chance to meet new faces and swap stories from the road so far. But beneath the laughter, there's an undercurrent of nerves. We all know what lies ahead. The crossing from Morocco into Mauritania is one of the most challenging parts of the entire route. As the sun begins to set, the moods shift. We gather for briefing, passports, visas, photocopies, vehicle documents. Everything must be printed, organized, and ready. No mistakes, no missing paperwork.
The border down there is going to still take a long while to get through. In previous years, it's taken anything from 7 hours to 11 hours to get through. We should all be running as a crew from here onwards. Make sure you keep an eye on the car that's behind you, and if they stop, make sure everybody else stops. And this is in the desert, and or if you are when we're going down to Diama. Keep your radios on, that's very important. You may see on the horizon the military with a big Hilux with a big old gun in the back of it. They're actually there to look after us. They are our friends. They are our friends. When we got stuck last year, they were the ones that came and pushed us out. They were very, very helpful guys. So yeah, they're not, if you're going, oh my God, what's these people doing over there with big guns? Military exercise, they like it when big groups come through. They just keep an eye on us and see what we do and make sure we don't get stuck or do anything stupid. So I was going to keep that one till tomorrow, which when people go, what's going on there? But they are friends. They are with us. If for any reason you are split from the group, get a message to us somehow. Died, we'll have a sat phone, we'll have our phones with us. You can still make emergency calls from your home phone. You know, it will cost you a couple of quid, but nevertheless, you know, make sure you tell us where you are and what's going on. Most people will get stuck in the sand. I even think we're going to get stuck in the sand, even though we got a whacking great 4x4, it's heavy, and sand is quite slippy. And you're going to work this out pretty quickly. There's nothing embarrassing about getting stuck. In fact, if you haven't got stuck, you're not trying hard enough, because half of the fun is getting stuck, working it out together, pushing it out, and then getting stuck again with someone else, and then getting stuck again with someone else, and then getting stuck again with someone else. Whilst that doesn't sound like fun, when you're out there doing it, it's a bit of a giggle. When you get stuck in the sand, what do? Right, well, as we learnt the other day, you need to dig out. It will be the front wheel drives, rear wheel drives, obviously you'll work it out yourself, but try not to spin the wheels, because if you spin the wheels, the car just gets lower and sinks down to the axle. And then, when it's down to the axle, it's not just as simple as sticking the sand ladders underneath. You need to make sure that the hump in the middle, when you push forwards, is clear. Look after your radiators if you can. We've had it in the past where radiators have fallen off, you end up cable tying them back on again, and we'll make it somehow. Your personal data sheet, I think I mentioned to this a few times before, make sure you've got one stuck behind your sun visor. Okay, so if you do get waylaid or something terrible happens, not that it should, other team people can identify exactly what car you are, who your emergency phone numbers are. Stick that up in there. Thank you, guys. Give yourself a clap.
The atmosphere is light but serious. Jokes are shared, smiles exchanged, but you can feel the tension in the air. Underneath the laughter, everyone knows this is real. Within hours, the journey changes.
It's late at night. We'll be here in Barba, just very close to the Mauritania frontier. And we met the whole team of people over here. There were 36 cars, maybe about over 150 people, I would say. And it was finally met everybody. We've met a few of them beforehand, but we hadn't been all together under one roof. Met everybody, we had dinner, we spoke about each other's adventures, which was quite interesting. And also, we did a lastminute.com. We were supposed to go to the city, but we've decided tomorrow to go to the Sahara Desert with the whole group, with nothing planned, with no plates, no forks, no sleeping beds, no nothing. We are so not prepared for this. But then again, I kind of love the idea that it's totally out of my comfort zone, and it's just a team decision, and we've done it completely spontaneously. So I think tomorrow's going to be Probably the biggest adventure I'm going to experience, I would say. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. I think it's going to be amazing. Can't wait to wear my shalava. And we'll see how it goes.
It's a 5 a.m. wake-up call. No time for a shower. Even if we wanted one, there's no running water. There's no lingering, no hesitation. We climb into the cars and set off south, driving into the darkness. Headlights cut through the desert night as the road disappears into black. Ahead lies the border, and with it, the unknown. We finally arrive and join the queue, but the front is still closed. It won't open until 9 a.m. So begins the waiting game. Okay, as you can see, the frontier is closed at the moment. Borders are shut. We're still waiting for them to open. And we're starting with all the cars over here, so we'll take you through. All those people waiting patiently. Say hi to the camera, guys.
Morning.
Morning. Got Dave over here, Aman over here. Got Mark again, as always. Say hi to the camera.
Hi, camera.
Everybody from Germany. Are you from Germany? Hello, thank you. Good morning. Over here we got number 7. Good morning. You're from? Where are you from?
Latvia.
From Latvia again. We've got people from Latvia. Where are you guys from?
England.
From England. Morning to the camera, guys. Over here patiently waiting. We don't know how long it's going to be. We've heard it could be between 5 and 9 hours. Morning.
Morning.
Got a kettle going on there. Nice cup of tea. As dawn slowly breaks, the desert comes to life, and so does the border. Gates open, engine starts, and one by one we pass through Moroccan control. Then, suddenly we're released into something altogether different. No man's land. Between the Moroccan and Mauritania border. Over here it's a little bit of bumpy right, but over here we're going to stay on this track, as on either side the actual landmines. So as you can see, we're taking it very easy and trying to center the cars as much as possible. And this is known as no man's land. A roughly 3 to 4 kilometer stretch of sand, partly patrolled by the United Nations, known as Al Gugarat Buffer Zone. It separates Moroccan-controlled Western Sahara from Mauritania. This is not a place for mistakes. There's only one rule here: stay on the track. The unpaved, dusty road is the only safe passage through a landscape marked and littered with landmines. Stray from it, and consequences are unthinkable. The laughter stops. The focus sharpens. We drive slowly, deliberately, aware that the narrow strip of sand is one of the most dangerous crossings on the entire journey. This is the threshold. Beyond it, Africa feels very different. Next week, on the road, we have endless sand, isolation, and extreme conditions. Our endurance, teamwork, and trust are tested on one of the toughest stretches of the entire journey.